What is evolution? In biology, evolution is the change in the characteristics of a species over several generations and relies on the process of natural selection. Theory of evolution is based on the idea that all species are related and gradually change over time. Charles Darwin, a naturalist born in Shrewsbury, England in February 12, 1809. He came to believe that species survived through a process called natural selection, where species that successfully adapted to meet the changing requirements of their natural habitat thrived, while those that failed to evolve and reproduce died off. Meaning, individuals with characteristics best suited to their environment are more likely to survive, finding food, avoiding predators and resisting disease. These individuals are more likely to reproduce and pass their genes on to their children. While individuals that are poorly adapted to their environment are less likely to survive and reproduce. Therefore, their genes are less likely to be passed on to the next generation. The theory of function was developed by Herbert Spencer and Emil Durkheim. Whole point of this theory is to liken society to a living organism, complex body parts and all, whose objectives are self-preservation and self-perpetuation. Social cohesion and integration are a matter of high importance in order to keep all the parts functioning together as a single unit toward a common goal or purpose. Bronislaw Malinowski was a Polish who made a name in the British intellectual community when he developed and pioneered functionalism in the rising British school of social anthropology. He also served as the first chair in anthropology at the London School of Economics. Meanwhile, other British social anthropologists also developed ideas around the notion of function, which is also known as structural functionalism. Structural functionalism of Radcliffe Brown follows the Durkheimian paradigm of focusing on underlying structures that support the whole fabric of society. Functionalism states that what keeps society together is the function or role that all parts of a system perform, assert and play, in order to preserve, maintain and sustain society for posterity. Historical materialism, also known as the materialist conception of history, is a methodology used by some communist and Marxist historiographers that focuses on human societies and their development through history, arguing that history is the result of material conditions rather than ideals. Karl Marx approached the nature of Western society from a different perspective, that is from the perspective of the economy. Critiquing primarily a society characterized by unparalleled economic processes such as capitalism and industrialization, he saw a modern society as not an end in itself but a transitional phase of what he believed is a historically shaped social order, socialism.